Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Murray now to throw. He's got a first down past the 30. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On the option, here's Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield, and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing now is Locke. Swinging this out for Pollard. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Locke gonna throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 31 yards. And the Broncos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do,
yeah.
Man. Got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Lock now on first down. Being chased out left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. He's got a man, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A huge play there for Denver. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Out to his left. Touchdown, Broncos. Jalen Reagor, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Stiff-armed him. And he goes out right around the 39.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Buying time to his left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Murray going to look to run. Still churning. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw, it's Murray. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Murray. Rolling to his right. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
To throw is Murray. Dancing to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Locke's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Jeudy. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
On first down, Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Block off a play action. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 45. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack on first down, Murray forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Steps away to his left. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Locke's throw into the hands of Fant. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, Elliott. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They go to Elliott again. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Now Murray off play action. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. On second and a long way to go. Murray will return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Murray. Going up top. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this one is right down the middle. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point, on the road no less in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Murray now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 79 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Power running by Zeke. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Caden Stearns. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Gonna run again here with Pollard.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Hey, check back 21, check back 21. Here we go.
And they take a knee. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen. Pass.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.